What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I didn't know if I wanted to do today's vlog because I just kind of felt like I didn't do much vlogging per se, but I do miss you guys and I do want to keep up with a good upload schedule, and I know a lot of you like to know kind of what I've been up to this improvement season, where my mindset is at, where I'm currently at with my growth phase and things like that. And then I have been getting some comments that some viewers or some new viewers don't really like that I talk so much in my videos. If so, click out of this video right now, because today's video is going to be me just yapping away, just talking about how my week has been, what I've been up to, like how my current food is, my mindset, and just like plans for the future. I just kind of feel a little bit of a shift this week, and I just really wanted to come on here to like share exactly where my mindset is at, where my training is at, and how things have been, and give you guys a little bit of an update on like what's been going on since getting back from Melbourne. So basically last weekend I went out to a little nighttime rave and it was really fun. So obviously I did drink alcohol, I partied till the early hours of the morning, and obviously that's going to affect the next couple of days. So I spent the whole of Saturday recovering and sleeping, not eating the best. But on Sunday, I got straight back onto routine. It wasn't like my usual kind of training intensity and stuff, but I thought I just wanted to get back into the gym and get a full body workout in. So Sunday, it was more just kind of like my habits that got me into the gym. So I wasn't really feeling 100% wanting to go train, but I went in to move my body and like train a little bit, and I did feel so much better from it. Like sometimes you just don't feel like you want to go to the gym, and then you go to the gym and then you have like a really good session. So I've been having a lot of these sessions this week ever since going out last week. So I just wanted to share how the week of training has been. So yep, Sunday I just went in by myself, did like a little bit of like a full upper body kind of pump, and didn't really push to failure or do anything too crazy. It was more so just to kind of like get a pump, move the blood flow around, and that actually made me feel really good. A lot of times I train so hard that after training I just feel so drained and so burnt out, but like this session was just more to make me feel good. So it was like a feel good session. I went in, got it done, and it felt really, really good. And then I had like a lot more energy for the rest of the day. Otherwise I'd just be like kind of laying around trying to recover, and like it's just not the best. So I think that kind of made me feel much better post my big party night. And then Monday, I got the hardest session of the week done. It was like the quad session. Thank God I had Tung to train with me. So we trained some quads, we got it done. That was like the hardest session for the week. And it was actually like a really, really good session. And then on Tuesday, I went back to training delts, a really good session as well. Push hard for that one. And then I really, like at the moment, my goal is to get 3 leg sessions in. So on Wednesday, I did a hamstring focus leg day. Friday, I did a glute session, which was really, really hard. So yeah, I got like all my hard leg day sessions like out of the way. And basically like a lot of times before these sessions, I kind of caught myself just not really feeling like I wanted to go to the gym. I kind of had to drag myself there. But the moment I got there, I absolutely killed it. So this week, even though I started the week with not the best energy, I slayed this week of workouts. I think I just went so hard, and today I'm like so sore. Today's a Monday and I'm having a day off, which I feel like I really, really need. I had a really intense back day yesterday, and then like I think the day before like I did legs. So I think I'm kind of getting these days mixed up, but either way, today's Monday. I'm having my day off after 3 straight days of training. So yeah, I think I took Thursday off actually. So I trained Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, rest Thursday, and then I trained Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and now I'm resting Monday. So I'm in a good groove with the training, and like I train so hard that I feel like when the rest days do come, that it's very much, my body just thanks me so much for it. I feel like I really needed so much, and I feel so good resting when I feel like my body needs it, and I'm actually super sore. So yeah, today's a rest day and it's feeling amazing. With regards to my weight, I did drop a fair bit of weight after partying. So I kind of spent the whole week trying to rebalance my weight back up, and now I'm comfortably sitting in the 50 zone again, which is basically, I feel like my new body fat set point now. I feel really happy here. I sleep really well here. I recover pretty well here. I train really well here. So I'm gonna kind of like hang around here for a little bit until after my birthday in June, because I will have a trip coming up, and then I'm gonna have a couple of events coming up as well. So after my birthday in June, I'm going to go back into a full building phase again to really try and push that weight back up. So the goal from now is just kind of maintain the 50, hang around here for a little bit, solidify the gains, maybe recomp a little bit, whatever. And then when it comes to the second half of June, it's going to be my next growth phase. So I'm going to try and document a lot more of it as well. I also did a thing that I haven't done in a while, which is take check-in photos. So if you've watched me yap up to this point, you deserve to see my check-in photos because I am super, I guess, insecure about it. I don't know, like I put off taking the check-in photos for so long. I like how I'm looking at the gym in general. I'm not really loving how my midsection feels, and so I was just kind of like worried to take check-in photos. I'm lazy. I was lazy to take check-in photos. I have no one to send them to because obviously like I'm coaching myself, but I know how important it is to take check-in photos. I've still been like loosely monitoring my weight. Like I don't exactly weigh myself every day, but it's been so consistent around the 50 zone. Sometimes I hit 51, which is good, and then it just drops back down again. So I'm just like kind of trying to maintain it between the 50 to 51 zone, and I'm happy to stay here and keep making improvements at this weight to really solidify everything up to this point. Again, until June before I make another big push. But every time I was just scared that if I took check-in photos, I would be very tempted to cut again. And I think this is something that like a lot of people go through. They go through the phases once they get to a new kind of like high weight, and they see how they look, and it's going to be a little bit different from what they're used to. They're going to feel tempted to go into a cut again. And I knew that I would kind of feel a little bit that way. So I'm going to share my check-in photos with you. So here are my photos. I don't know how I feel about the front pose. I definitely feel like I've put on a good amount of size, but my midsection, I'm not feeling it. So the last time I took check-in photos was like 3 months ago, or I think, maybe 4 months. Yeah, December last year. So I put up here's a comparison shot of like December to now. I've put on 3 kilos since then. You can definitely see the 3 kilos in my front shot. A lot of the fat is stored in my midsection. However, my back shot, I'm pretty happy. I feel like I filled out, and obviously like it's softened up a little bit, but I don't feel like I've put on too much body fat in my back pose. You can kind of still see a hint of that glute ham tie-in is still there. And I'm really happy with how everything is like kind of shaping up in the back pose. I am really, really working on my legs. So my main goal right now is still to grow my legs, and that's why I'm hitting them 3 times a week. 1 quad focus day, 1 hamstring focus day, and 1 glute focus day. And I'm gonna continue focusing on my legs for a while longer. I know I'm always also tempted to obviously grow my upper body as well, but the thing with me is I need to grow absolutely everywhere, and I'm going to put the emphasis and the focus on my legs for now. I've been getting a lot of really good feedback on like my shoulder growth. Just when I kind of walk around the gym and stuff, everyone's just been noticing my shoulders a lot, but like, yeah, my goal is legs, and I really, really want to grow my legs. So anyways, I just wanted to share my check-in photos with you guys. I know it made me really uncomfortable, but like, yeah, I put the photos side to side with, you know, how much weight I've put on since January, and I do hope that I've made some gains since December, and I do hope that I've made some gains since then. Yeah, but it's been hard. So every time I look at my midsection, I kind of feel like I want to do a little bit of a cut, but I think maybe I can do a little bit of a recomp with the current weight I'm at right now. Just gonna kind of maintain the calories I'm at right now. Sometimes I still struggle to eat a little bit. Appetite hasn't been the best most times, but that's why I try to balance it out with some meals out to make sure I get enough calories in. I've been wanting to do a little bit more cardio just for like cardiovascular purposes. I feel like when I'm training, I just get like so out of breath lately. So I want to include a little bit more cardio. I just started that yesterday, and ever since then, the cardio also has helped with my appetite, which is great, because initially I was afraid that if I did do cardio, I'd start to lose a little bit more weight than I want to, because that was not the goal. But yeah, I did 15 minutes on the bike, and I feel like that gave me a good amount of like cardiovascular work because I did that post-workout. So obviously my heart was already pumping during the weight training session. And then we did a little bit of cardio, which again, just helps me improve my cardiovascular endurance so that I don't keep gassing out when I'm training. So yeah, I'm going to resist the urge to go into a full-on mini cut, but I will be, like I said, trying to maintain here, hopefully recomp at this weight. So let me know in the comments more of what you want to see of, or more of what you want me to talk about whilst I'm in this phase before I go into my big gaining phase, which I will kind of commit to in June. So from now to then, still, yeah, the goal is maintenance slash recomp. I call this like my holding phase. I'm in my holding phase right now. And that's basically what I'm going to be doing, because I think the last time I did a bit of a sit down update, I was basically going into a growth phase. But yeah, now I'm in my holding phase, and I'm going to be holding here till June, and then a big growth phase to come. And yeah, I know I've been going back and forth about deciding when or if I want to compete, but I'm getting that itch and that fire back again. Like I just kind of know it. Just something feels different now, and I kind of feel ready to think about my next year, at least think about it. It's kind of hard because obviously the calendar is only going to come out end of the year. So we'll see. Hopefully there'll be some shows that may fit my schedule in June, July next year, or August or September. Otherwise, maybe towards the end of the year. I don't know. I'm just trying to avoid October because that's when Jeremy has a lot of clients here competing. And also we may have his sister's wedding to attend as well, and some other travel plans. So if so, I may have to change my competing plans. But for now, I'm just glad that I'm thinking about it a little bit more than usual. I just needed a little bit of a mental break, and I don't know if anyone can kind of relate to that. Like sometimes you just need to stop thinking about competing. It doesn't mean you stop working towards your goals. You just stop obsessing about the next time you step on stage and creating a countdown and setting a date. And I just needed a little bit of a break from that. And I think that I've managed to have a good break from overly thinking about it and just focusing on training and eating and feeling good and recovering and staying stress-free, and obviously focusing on my work and focusing on my clients, which is really, really exciting. As you guys saw how well Kaylin did last week. She's going to be headed into nationals soon, which I will not be flying there for, but I will be coaching her remotely, and everything's been going really good. She's been getting leaner and leaner, and I'm really excited to see how we go for nationals. So yeah, right now I'm just thinking about exactly when I would like to compete, like a rough timeline, and also narrowing down certain countries that I would like to go to. I'm still half and half with whether I go back to the US or continue to do Asia shows. At the moment, the Asia girls are getting bigger and bigger in terms of like the muscle density that they have. And I'm just trying to figure out where I would fit in better, like whether I would fit in better for the US shows or whether I would fit in better for the Asia shows. So that's something I want to think about. Obviously, it's way, way easier for me to fly to Asia, and like USA is still a little bit far away to fly to. It's going to be a little bit rougher on my body to get there. It's going to be more expensive. It's going to be a longer flight, and I hate flying for a long time. So those are just things I'm thinking about now. I'm not making any decisions, but I'm just really glad that I am thinking about it again. So I feel like things are changing this week, you know, like I said, my training, even though my energy levels and motivation is a little bit low, when I'm there, I'm just so locked in, and I have absolutely slayed it. And, you know, when it comes to setting a date, thinking about competing, I've been doing that more. And the biggest progress I've made is taking the first progress shot of myself that I haven't for a while. And I'm glad I'm able to share it with you guys, the people who are like interested. Like I said, I'm not really sure how many of you really like me just kind of sitting yapping about my week or what I've been doing, but I know that I've been thinking a lot about the videos and, you know, why or whether I should continue doing them. Do people even want to watch it? Not many people watch it. Like, what's the point? Do I still want to continue doing YouTube? But, you know, I've been getting a few messages lately that have just kind of made me really realize why I do this. And like, I personally rely on YouTube so much. I love YouTube. I watch YouTube like almost every day, like different kinds of channels and things like that. And most of all, it makes me happy. It helps me kind of like relax sometimes, and sometimes it keeps me entertained. So I am here to not try and like educate you. Like, I know sometimes people are like, oh, you should make your videos more educational. I'm here to, you know, make you feel like you're not alone in this process. Sometimes people will watch videos when they're like alone, when they're eating alone, when they're doing cardio alone. And I just want you to feel like I'm there with you. I want to kind of form a connection to entertain you, to keep you company. And that's the main thing. I'm here to like entertain you and keep you company, help you pass the time. Some people say that they did like the ones where I kind of sit here and chat because it kind of feels like you're chatting with a friend. And I absolutely feel the same way as well. It's just me yapping away to you guys, you know, and I know some people don't like it, but I realize that I like it. I like sitting here yapping away to the camera. And so hopefully some of you enjoy me yapping away. And if so, I will continue making these videos of me yapping away, sharing my life, just giving you a little bit of an insight to my mindset, what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, because I'm going through a lot of emotions this year. And like I said, a lot of you who have followed my journey closely knew that like I was at a point where like I didn't know when I would step on stage again, and I didn't want to think about it for a while, but I'm just really glad that like a little bit of something has shifted a bit, that I'm starting to think about it a little bit more. And I just thought it's a moment for me to document and share with you guys, especially for the ones that have been here since day one. I'd like to give you a little bit of an inside scoop to how I'm feeling, and if anyone could relate at all, and if I could even help just one person, if I could even brighten up just one person's day, or if I could even just help one person get through that hard cardio session you're doing right now, doing these videos are absolutely worth it, and I'm happy to do so. So please drop a comment if you've watched this far, if you really give a shit about what I'm even saying, if you like these kind of videos, and I will continue making them, even if it's just for one person. I will keep doing them as long as I enjoy them. And like I said, I've been getting some Instagram messages and even meeting people in real life who said that my videos have helped them so much. It really, really warms my heart. It means so much to me. So thank you guys so much. If you did watch this far and you did enjoy this style of video, please hit the like button so I know. Please drop a comment for me. Let me know what you want to see more of. And I will catch you guys in the next one.